Bonjour, madame. La Fondation Kessler, s'il vous plaît.
Deuxième étage.
Merci. Good afternoon. I'm Dean Corso. I have an appointment with Baroness Kessler.
This way. You have 30 minutes.
Yes.
Monsieur Corso.
Oh, yes, Mr. Corso. Come in. I've heard a great deal about you.
Oh. Nothing good, I hope.
You hope, right. Merci, Simone.
Well, I'm reassured, Baroness, because in my trade, to be spoken well of can be professionally disastrous. My God.
Yes, there it is. The Kessler collection.
You know, I know your catalog almost by heart.
Strange we haven't met before. Your name is a byword among dealers and collectors. But I imagine you know your own reputation better than I do.
Yes, well, it does keep the wolf from the door, so to speak. I'm sorry, Baroness, were you in the middle of something?
My latest work, The Devil, History and Myth, a kind of biography. It will be published early next year.
Mm-hmm. Why the devil?
I saw him one day. I was 15 years old, and I saw him as plain as I see you now. It was love at first sight.
You know, 300 years ago, you'd have been burned at the stake for saying something like that.
300 years ago, I wouldn't have said it. Nor would I have made $1 million by writing about it.
Yeah.
What is it you wish to discuss, Mr. Corso?
There's a book in your collection I'd like to examine, if possible. It's the book of the 9 Gates of the Kingdom of Shadows.
The 9 Gates. An interesting work. Everyone's been asking me about it lately.
Is that so?
Follow me.
You truly believe in the devil, Baroness?
Enough to devote my life and my library to him. Not to mention many years of work. Don't you?
Almost.
This book demands a certain amount of faith.
Yes, well, I'm afraid my faith is in short supply these days.
I know this work extremely well. I've studied it for years.
Do you have any doubts about its authenticity?
None whatsoever.
You sure?
My knowledge of this book is profound. I wrote a biography of its author.
Yes, I've read it. Aristide Torquia, The Devil's Apprentice. Excellent work.
A courageous man. He died for the sake of this very book in 1667. While studying the black arts in Prague, he acquired a copy of the dread Delomelanicon. This is Torquia's adaptation of that work, which was written by Lucifer himself. After they burned him at the stake, a secret society was founded to perpetuate its memory and preserve its secrets. The Order of the Silver Serpent.
A sect?
A kind of witches' coven. For centuries they have met to read from this book and worship the Prince of Darkness. Today they've degenerated into a social club for bored millionaires and celebrities who use its meetings as an excuse to indulge their jaded sexual appetites. I myself belonged to the Order years ago, but time is too precious at my age. Besides, my orgy days are over. I told them to go to the devil.
You mean it's all about sex, or...?
Of course not. They're under the illusion that they owe their money and success to membership in the Order.
Do they still meet?
Every year, on the anniversary of Torquia's death. They'll be meeting very soon now.
And you say they read from this book?
Not this one. I took mine back when Liana Telfer acquired the one in Toledo. Victor Fargas is an unbeliever. He's always refused to participate, so naturally they use the Telfer copy. Not that it has ever worked.
Did Andrew Telfer ever take part?
Telfer? Oh, no, no. That creature Liana married him for his money. She comes of an old and aristocratic French family, the Saint-Martins, but they were penniless, so Liana used his dollars to restore her chateau and buy the 9 Gates. If he ever finds out what his wife gets up to at these gatherings, he'll probably kill himself.
Funny you should say that, Baroness. He hanged himself last week.
Who exactly are you working for, Mr. Corso?
My client's name is irrelevant, Baroness. I'm simply trying to authenticate his copy, which is the one that Telfer sold him before he died.
How stupid of me. I should have guessed. You've outstayed your welcome, Mr. Corso.
I was hoping to examine your copy in detail.
Certainly not. Tell your client, who can only be Boris Balkan, to come and examine it himself, if he dares. Tell him not to send any more wolves in sheep's clothing. And now, kindly leave.
I'm sorry if I troubled you. Thank you very much for your time.
You don't know what you're getting yourself into, Mr. Corso. Get out before it's too late.
I'm afraid it already is, Baroness.